the crater. So let's move to the crater. All right. And let me drop your tokens in, and I'll just kind of set the scene for you all, and we'll get investigating. And you all would have been coming from this direction. Actually, yeah, this direction. Okay. So, uh, as you all approach the crater, you can see that there are kind of flattened trees in the area. Um, it's very quiet too. Like you don't hear the buzzing of insects or the wind. It's very still and very quiet.
Oops.
And as you approach the edge of this crater and you can peer inside of it, you see it's kind of dark at the surface, but you can clearly see these fragments of small crystals. This is the um this is the ore, the orculum that is found
Orichalcum.
throughout. Yes, orichalcum. I can't even say it. So terrible. Orichalcum that is found throughout this area, and it can be volatile, like, under the right conditions. Um, so, be careful around that. You can definitely pick it up, but, if you slam it against the ground or expose it to extremely high heat, it could combust. It is magical, and it is known in this land to kind of be one of the main components of magical items.
Ooh, so it's a magic minefield.
Basically, this area has these deposits in them, and this area in this desert in Dunas land is kind of known for exporting this resource. Um, so as you peer into the crater, it's probably to the bottom. It's probably about 35 feet down into this huge crater from the wall. So, how would you all like to get down to investigate this area further?
Well, we can either try to climb down. Did you say that there was a pathway down in there, or no?
There isn't a clear path. The walls of the crater are not straight down, but they're still fairly steep. So you could try to kind of run down it, but you may get going too fast and start rolling. You could try to, kind of climb down. Some of you have some flight capabilities. Um,
Fly.
so I would say that the opposite side of the crater is not as steep as the side that you're on. There is a little bit of a grade that you might be able to kind of more easily navigate that, and that is here in this area.
I love the laser
Okay.
pointer.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right.
I think I'm gonna go down that way. Something tells me that my klutzy ass is not gonna make it.
Right.
All right, just kind of skirt around the edge and get to where you all want to go. And then I'll have you all, since you're taking the easy way down, let's all make a strength check, but with advantage. So an athletics check with advantage or an acrobatics check with advantage.
Okay.
And let's just see what happens on your way down.
I got a 24.
I rolled the exact same thing twice.
Damn near the
Rude.
25. Look at that.
Yes.
So you all make it down okay. um Azura, you kind of start sliding, but Kellen kind of grabs you and you kind of regain your footing and you all kind of make it to the base of the crater. Um
Thanks, Kellen.
You're very welcome.
So now that you're down here and you can kind of see a little better, you can see the orichalcum is kind of, they're kind of illuminating a little bit the surface. And you can see in the middle of the crater kind of an odd looking, what looks like a stone. It's not very big, but it doesn't look like any of the stones around this area, but it looks stone-like. Um, you also notice almost like some kind of slimy, kind of uh, dark, um, gritty, kind of oily substance in kind of
Ew.
patches on the ground as well.
Ew.
You're not quite sure what that is.
Could it be a slime monster?
I don't know. Would you all like to investigate further? Make a
Yeah.
Yeah,
perception
we need to
check?
figure out what.
Investigation.
Wanna
Okay.
do investigation, technically?
Yeah, if you want to kind of investigate like a certain area or a certain object, that would kind of be like an investigation check. But if you want to kind of like use your senses to kind of either hear or look for things, then that would be a perception check. So I'll let you all choose which one, like, what you're doing. Are you trying to listen for clues? Are you investigating certain things?
I'll
Okay.
do perception. Just
Yeah,
kind of
better.
general area.
Yeah.
Just
Let's
okay.
see. Let's see. I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna. Let's see here. And I'm gonna investigate the goop.
Okay. All right. Those of you who made perception checks with the exception of Zephyr, um, you all can see that there's evidence of like extreme heat. Everything is cool now, but like hotter than just like the desert, which is probably, you can infer whatever fell here. But the ground seems almost like it was molten at one point. Um, but you notice too that the object kind of in the middle looks reasonably like unscathed. There's no sign of heat, scorches, no cracks or anything like that on it. Helen, with your investigation check, this slimy substance is really like it's slimy, but it's kind of gritty at the same time. It smelled bad. It smelled like almost like gasoline or oil. It has a very like pungent um, smell to it, and you can't quite place where you've smelled this before. You're not quite sure exactly what this could be. It kind of reminds you of like a grease mixed with like sand. What would you all like to do? Would you like to
Gonna
share
oil
the
up.
information? Gonna
Gonna
oil
oil
up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering if this stuff, like whatever this stuff is, has something to do with those barrels that we used to blow up the purple worm.
You all would remember that you used the orichalcum to blow up. purple worm. This substance, even though it's its viscosity, its texture, and everything look like oil, like grease, it's still a little unfamiliar to you. Would you all like to take a closer look at this remnant of what we are assuming we would call a meteor? Would you like to take a closer inspection of that object in the center?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So let's move around kind of this area here. And you all notice that this stone looking thing, even though it's not doesn't remind you of a stone, or it has a hard outside with kind of these kind of intricate natural looking patterns on the outside, kind of etched in. um this too feels very alien or foreign to
Do,
you all.
do these etchings, are they more like
um
bite marks?
no, they almost remind you of like a honeycomb. They've got kind of
Uh-oh.
a hexagonal kind of pattern to them. Um,
This doesn't look good.
I think there's some sort of monster here. But I don't know what kind of monster. Because Kellen didn't come from this desert. Zephyr, do you know anything about like what these hexagonal things are?
Would I know?
um, make either a history check or an animal handling check.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, this pattern, even though it reminds you of like a beehive or something like that, it doesn't. The combination of the stone texture, all these elements are familiar, but the combination of them doesn't resonate with something you've seen before. Um, anyone else like to try something else, or can I tempt you all to maybe pick it up to take a closer
Can
look?
we can we
Feel
can we
the
kick it?
texture.
I'm gonna kick it.
Sure. No, I'll pick it up.
I think it
Besides
needs to
working as a
burn.
cupcake baker.
You pick up the stone, and it's comfortably in one hand, but you pick it up with two. And even though like you can tell there was heat here before, the stone is still kind of warm. And as you know, kind of put your hand over the stone and feel the texture, I think you feel something move inside.
Oh no.
That's weird.
It's an egg.
It's gonna be another bug.
Things are very strange about this, Adam. It feels like there's something moving. Here, you want to hold it? Don't be a chicken. Come on. Here. Just thrust it out in front of everybody else.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to see who gets it.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. It's I'm gonna roll a d4. If it rolls a 4, Tina gets to choose who she thrusts it to. If we roll a 4, so.
That's a lot of thrusting.
Oh, there's 3, and unfortunately, on my screen going counterclockwise, Doorhorn, you are 3.
Oh, wonderful.
And it makes no sense because you were right there. So she thrusts this thing into your hands, and you kind of hold it, and you're freaking out. You're like, what the hell? And you notice on there that there is kind of one kind of small crack on one side. It's just a small, kind of superficial kind of crack, but you immediately notice it, and you're freaked the hell out.
Wonderful.
And you pass the egg to someone else. Who would you like to pass the egg to?
I'm gonna toss it and hot potato it over to Zephyr because
So you throw the egg to Zephyr, and Zephyr catches it. And Zephyr, what do you do?
Surprise.
Let's see. There's a. Do I notice a crack on the side?
No, the way you've caught it, I think the crack is kind of like repositioned, but you can kind of examine it if you want to notice the crack.
Can I examine this thing more closely?
Yeah, you kind of, no check required. You kind of turn it around in all directions in your hands, and you notice the crack, and you're pretty sure that the theory that this is an egg is a good, solid, like, hunch. No roll required. You're convinced too that this is an egg.
But where's the mom?
We're stealing babies. Great.
Then babies.
I'd like Kellen and Azura make history checks for me.
Okay.
All right. My character isn't all that bright, so.
Mine isn't gonna remember shit.
Oh my god.
Durr! We forgot. Sorry.
You're all done. You're great. We're with
I
the,
didn't study
the
this
two
particular
biggest.
desert.
Durr.
Your princess is in another castle.
You both have this strange, like, deja vu kind of thing going on. Like, this just seems familiar, but I can't quite. I can't. I don't know. Like, you feel like you might have heard something about this before, but you don't know what it could be. But there's something familiar about this phenomenon.
Can we keep it as a pet?
Do you want to?
Figure out
Is
what
it-
kind of monster it is.
Trained attack bugs. Let's go.
Who would like to hold the egg?
I'll hold on to the egg.
Oh,
Okay.
fine. You get to keep all the bug pets.
The bug gets the bug pets.
Yes, the
Would
giant.
you like the egg, Kellen?
What?
Would you like the egg?
No, I don't want the egg. He turns around. No, you can have it, Zephyr.
All right. Okay. So as you very delicately situate the egg in your bag, maybe wrapping it, or like trying to put kind of your soft items in between your hard items in the egg. Very strategically trying to keep it protected, maybe a little warm. Um, you all start to notice that this oily substance is starting to bubble.
Uh-oh, we should fly out of here.
And before you all know it,
The mommy's here.
the
Wonderful.
oil and the grime start to coalesce into a puddle. And Zephyr, it is starting to collect right next to you. I'll give you a chance to make a move if you'd like to. What would you like to do?
Let's see. You said it was starting to kind of bubble next to me.
It's bubbling, and you can see like the different oil is starting to kind of move closer, like towards you, and like coalesce into one big puddle.
I'm going to. Let's see. I'm gonna move next to Azura.
You dick.
All right.
Or I'll move like right around here.
You're fine. You're fine. It's comedic relief. Go for it.
So as this slime bubbles, bits of the orichalcum are being absorbed into it, and the substance starts to kind of have an eerie glow to it, and a hidden creature emerges. And I
Oh
need everyone
no.
to roll initiative.
A monster! I told you that there was a monster coming.
Dude, why am I not surprised?
And the tank goes last.
I'll go first.
All right.
Yeah. Damn you and your monk initiative. Damn.
Yeah.
So this creature, where is
Ooh, cold.
this creature that has emerged from the slime is very amorphous. It's got many eyes all around this this circular jaw full of teeth, and then there is another jaw full of teeth with eyes in that. So it's almost like a nested doll, but there's eyes and teeth with every level. This is an aberration. This is an alien kind of monstrosity created from this strange substance brought by the meteor and the orichalcum. So
Well, that's
Doorhorn, you are first.
Is it slimy looking, or is it actual a monster, or is it slime?
It's a monster has kind of emerged from this slime.
Okay.
It's got all these eyes and mouth.
Let's let's go punch it.
Okay. Punch it.
Fruit punch.
So
All I see is
Is a
like the
15
Kool-Aid
hit?
Man. Yes, that hits. Can I
and then
tempt you
and th-
to use? Go ahead. Flurry of
and then I
blow.
was gonna do Fury of Blows, yes. Oh damn, 11, does that hit? No.
That hits.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Not bad.
And I've not done any movement.
Do you get 2 flurries now?
Do I? You know, I don't know. Let me look.
You get
That's a
2.
good question. Do I get 2?
Bonus action to.
Oh, let me go to bonus action. Okay. Where the hell is bonus action? Actions over here. Bonus action. I'm done. You know it doesn't say.
Let me double check. I just don't want to jip you a hit.
Right. It doesn't really say.
Mm, mm.
You're like,
Yeah. You can expend 1 focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So go ahead and make
okay,
another
so yes.
unarmed strike.
Okay. That hit.
That hits.
All right,
Eight down.
and now I'm gonna move over her.
You're gonna move over her.
I'll move over her.
Okay.
I just don't want to be up in its face.
All right.
I just want to make sure. Well, I don't know if you can move, but you might take a attack of opportunity because you use your bonus action, so you can't disengage.
Okay.
With it. So
then,
do you want to?
We're just here. They're just here. We're here and we're stuck. So.
Okay. So next up we have Kellen.
All right.
I don't know how I did that.
All right.
Oh wow.
There we go.
There you go.
I didn't know I could do that.
Like, oh my.
There's no more of me.
All right, and then I'm gonna hit him with a jolt. Well, I'm gonna see if it hits first.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
Wow.
Jolt damage. All right. Very nice. Anything else you'd like to learn? Or do? Sorry.
So, question: if I, never. Nope. I don't want to do that. Nope. I can't do that. Nope. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for this one. Yeah, I'm done. I can't do anything right now.
Okay. Azura, it's your turn.
All right. She's looking at this thing and she's disgusted. She's freaking out. She points at it. Toll of the dead. No! You have to make a wisdom saving throw of at least 15.
Oh, God.
Let me see. I'm going to see how, because I have Vicious Mockery, I want to see how this works. Oh.
Oh, I fail.
Alright. It's missing hit points, so it takes 1d12 of damage.
Jesus.
Let me roll the dice. Come on. It doesn't actually give me the option to do a d12. It just gives me the option to do a d8. Oh, fine. Fuck you. Alright.
Just roll the d12 and call it done.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. 11.
Oh,
I am.
Is that specific damage? Is that like necrotic damage or?
That's necrotic damage.
Yes.
It's
It is
necrotic
necrotic
damage.
damage.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna back away a little.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is the creature's turn.
Uh-oh, the monster. The scary monster. It's going to try to eat us. Or it's going to try to get its egg back.
As a free action, the aberration makes the ground within 10 feet of it difficult terrain. And while it does this, the creature starts like jabbering, kind of incoherently. So anyone within 20 feet that starts their turn in this in the area of this monster is going to face some consequences. Not until you start your turn in that area. So you can still you might be able to dodge that. And then that's going to be its turn. But as its turn ends, you all notice that over behind Zephyr, another one of these creatures has
A monster.
formed.
Oh no.
Where's the? Oh yeah, over here.
Oh shit. Quick, dispatch it.
Okay. And now it's Zephyr's turn, but Zephyr is going to have to make. Oh no, Zephyr is out of range. Never mind. Zephyr, you're okay. It's your turn.
All right, let's see.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
You said that orichalcum can be somewhat explosive, right?
Oh
Mhm.
God.
That's what I was thinking too.
Zephyr, how good's your aim? I feel like lobbing a stone grenade over there.
Well, I do have ballistic smite. When I hit with a range attack, I can do fire damage to it. Do you want me to make a fireball? Because I will make a fireball.
Cheese ball.
Let me look at something real quick before I make this decision. I'm going to use my. I'm going to. Let's see. What do I? I'm going to use my short bow.
Yeah.
Is a 18 hit?
Oh yes.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to use ballistic smite and do fire damage. So let me roll. That's an extra 2d6. So I'm going to roll the normal the piercing damage first, and then I'll do the ballistic smite afterwards.
Okay.
So 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 12 fire damage.
Damn. So you hit this creature, and it does piercing damage and it does fire damage. And um, as the fire damage goes, it takes an additional 5 points of fire damage as the orichalcum explodes inside of it. Oh crap! What happened? Okay, I'm back. My browser crashed.
Oh no! How are we gonna fight the
There we go.
monsters?
All right. Nice job, Sepher. And we're back up at the top with Doorhorn. Oh, wait. Doorhorn, you're within 20 feet of the creature. You need to make a... You need to make a... Wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Wow. Okay.
Dang.
Nothing happens to you, sir.
Great.
Alright, this fucker is.
Are
This
blessed.
thing is.
You are
Yeah.
blessed.
Yeah, that was funny. Alright, so we're gonna go and we're gonna punch this thing to death.
That hits. Good night from Albany.
Fury of blows.
That hits. Don't even need to roll damage. It's dead.
Oh, okay.
It has one
Okay.
hit point left.
Oh,
So you see this creature just kind of melts back into the ooze, and you see the orichalcum, but it is grayed out. It is inert. It is just a normal crystal without any special properties anymore.
Oh.
Oh.
It ate it.
Look at me be all.
Next up, we have Kellen.
The most tired person of the group is the one doing the damage. Okay.
So
I mean, you're the monk.
I'm the monk, like, yeah. Okay.
alright, so this one in front of us is dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me clear it off the board.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Alright, action, am I not? 1, 2.
It did look like that it had a weakness to fire damage if it took extra fire damage from Zephyr's attack.
Let's see.
If I understood that right. Is that correct?
Because the orichalcum is kind of the source of its power, when it explodes, it does more damage. It like takes its life away.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see. I am gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna do I'm gonna roll a hit for another jolt.
Okay.
Okay.
And that hits.
And then
Yeah.
oh, and it only did 2 damage.
Still.
Damage is damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Azura, you're up.
Okay. I am within range. Once again, Toll of the Dead. She is still freaked out by these damn things.
Okay, wisdom saving throw for me. I saved.
Okay.
So I take half?
Let me see. see. It actually doesn't say. Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 damage. It doesn't take any damage, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, if it saves, it doesn't have any damage, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up next? Zephyr, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to see. I'm going to move up close to it.
Okay.
I'm going to use my stinger on it.
Sting, bug powers.
Is that a dexterity saving throw?
It's a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Constant.
But I have to roll a melee weapon attack, so let me roll to see if I hit. Would
Okay.
that be unarmed strike?
Yes. Well, it's just a melee weapon attack. So you can attack with your sword if you want to.
Okay, I mean, they're both DC 6, so does a 16 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
So, it has to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. 17. What was the damage for the melee strike? The weapon strike.
Let's see. Do I still roll the damage attack? Okay.
Yeah, you still roll the damage on the weapon attack.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
Yeah. It's like you make an attack and then you can sting them after and try to poison them.
Okay, so I could use my sword if I. Okay, so let's do.
Yeah.
Using bug powers.
Let's see, 8 damage. And since it succeeded, it takes another 1d8 plus 4. Or take. Let's see. So I need to roll a d8. So it takes 5 damage and isn't poisoned.
Oh.
All right. This thing is looking a little sluggish. But it is its turn.
What's the monster gonna do?
The
Hey,
monster
Brandon.
Yeah.
No, he's going to eat Brandon.
is going to try to blind Zephyr. The monster is going to try to blind Zephyr with its own saliva. So I need Zephyr to make a dexterity saving throw.
Avoid the licking.
19.
Ooh, so good. You dodge. Nothing happens.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
With the +1, I was like, oh god.
No licky tongue for you. No, thank you.
All right.
Hold on. I got an image for that. I do.
Oh god.
Lord. Doorhorn is up next.
Who's next?
Doorhorn.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still talking. I thought, All right, so it's my turn.
No.
Let's move. Let's move over here. And on my way there, I'm going to there it is. We're going to longbow it.
Okay.
And not hit it with a 9.
That hits.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. Oh, wow, that still works. All right.
That's good.
And I'll make my progress next round. Get over to it.
All right. Next up, we have Kellen.
All right. So Kellen is gonna come up here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna put down some dance moves, and he attempts to break dance around the monster and see if he tries to swing his foot in the monster, one of the monster's eyeballs.
Go for it. That hits.
And then he shoves his spike cleat in the monster's eyeball and does 11 damage.
All
Oh,
right.
wow.
As you make contact with the eyeball, it explodes, and the creature melts away. But the black, slimy,
But wait.
gritty substance still remains. Azura, make an Arcana check, please.
All I can think is he's Billy Mays over here. But wait, there's more.
It's gonna make a giant monster.
I hope not.
Azura?
I
Well, I
don't
guess one bit.
all of these things. They're freaking me the hell out, man.
Arcana?
Oh yeah. How about a 26?
Azura, you've been able to figure out that until you somehow get rid of this substance, this cycle is just going to, like, whether you're here or not, it's gonna just repeat itself.
Okay. So all this gunk seems to be spawning these things. We gotta get rid of it. Somehow, some way.
You can
If
tell
all
that
this...
the ore has something to do with it. The orichalcum has something to do with it. So not only do you need to get rid of the oil, you need to get rid of the orichalcum. If only there was a way to do both at the same time.
Do we... We don't happen to have another barrel, do we?
No, but the crater's full of volatile explosive material.
True. Hey,
I
Kellen.
cast Fireball.
Do you remember how to cast any kind of fire spells by chance? Kellen?
Nope, I don't remember. I gave it away so I could do dance moves.
Oh, okay.
I can do thunder damage, but I can't do fire damage.
Gotcha.
Zephyr can do fire damage.
Alright.
I only have one spell slot left to do it.
Is there a way that we can move all of the objects closer together so that we just have to hit one and it all goes poof?
Yep.
Alright. Let's do that.
All right. You all kind of collect as many orichalcum crystals as you can, and you put it into the center of the crater. It takes you a little while. You're being extra careful as to not detonate them prematurely. Meanwhile, how do I want to do this? Zephyr, roll a D100 for me, please.
Okay.
Oh boy! T100.
A 26.
Okay, the creatures do not reappear, but the substance, the alien substance, is still kind of bubbling in the crater.
Load up.
Load them up, move them out. Rawhide, let's go. And I'm going to launch fireball. Or at least a firebolt.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna
you
whip
all
the center.
you all have collected all this material. Do you want to set it off while you're in the crater? Do you want to leave the crater? Do you want to?
Well, this stuff is gonna come back and attack the village, so shouldn't we get rid of it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but do you want to be in the crater when it goes off, or outside the crater when it blows up?
Oh, let's be outside the crater.
I'm gonna
Outside the crater.
let's
fly. I'm gonna fly. Fly away. I'm
fly
flying.
like an eagle.
Yeah, you gonna stay there?
Hell no.
All right. Zephyr, before you light it up, you double check to make sure your little egg companion is fine. And I'll let you describe how you want to ignite this bomb you have created.
Let's see. To do this. So how Zephyr's going to do this? He's going to shoot his he's going to aim with his short bow, and I don't need a roll to attack or anything, right? Roll to
Nope.
hit or anything.
It's
So
a
he's
big
gonna
pile.
he's gonna channel divine energy into his arrow and shoot it point blank at the center of the whatever we collected.
All right, the arrow flies true and makes an arc and comes back down. And immediately on impact, a bright light emits from the crater. You all are knocked prone from the explosion. But as the dust settles, you all do not see any evidence of the substance surviving the explosion. You all have neutralized the threat from the crater.
All right, I am back.
Day.
Oh, and I gotta change. Oh crap! I gotta change the timer for the Pride Fest. 1 second. I always the cleanup for these events is always so much.
no.
It's always so much
Sorry.
like after you like it's it's like back home, like when I used to have 4th of July parties, and like we'd shoot all these fireworks, and then the next morning, my mom and dad be like, "You need to wake up and you gotta clean up all of the debris." I'm like, God damn it.
We're back in the city.
Oh yeah, alright. Alright, I'll turn off the music now.
What you would call the city.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really much. I mean, we saved the Alchemist Guild from all of those bugs and snakes.
Welcome to Palm Springs.
Welcome to Bugtopia, this desert filled with bugs and weird aberration thingies.
I think are we still waiting for Brandon?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep. I agree, Drake. All these bugs and mosquitoes have messed up my brain. That's why I couldn't. That's why me and Tina couldn't like make that like that history check.
Was too freaked out.
All those nasty bugs, so gross. Ugh. Let's see here. I feel like this is like so far. This has been the bug campaign.
It has been.
But I get it. I know that Brandon, I especially like Brandon's like scared of bugs.
He's scared of spiders.
Spiders, bugs. I mean, they're different, but they're similar. Let's see. There we go. Perfect.
My leg!
Oh dear.
Is Brandon back?
I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
Are we ready to begin?
Sure.
All right. Okay. So you all successfully got to the bottom of things with the crater, neutralized the threat, and have returned to the bustling town of Sol Salina. What would you all like to do?
Shouldn't we tell the mayor about this meteorite and these weird things coming out of them that's eating the orichalcum?
I think you are set to investigate that specific thing by the Short Rest Society. So you can go definitely check in with them and let them know what you found and that you neutralized the threat.
Oh yeah, I forgot those were the quest givers. Sorry.
Yeah,
You're okay.
At the Herbalist Guild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're already there. There's two tokens of each of us.
Oh, there is.
I don't see 2 tokens. I just see, unless they're like on the other side of the map. Oh yeah. Oh.
I see him now.
Okay. So
there you go. Okay, and then you also have your mysterious egg thing too. So everyone's gonna go to the Herbalist Guild. Is that my understanding? Okay. You all can split up. I don't mind splitting the party in town. If some of you would rather go other places, but you all arrive at the Herbalist Guild, which is kind of the unofficial headquarters of the Short Rest Society in Solsalina. Noticeable by the blue rose, which kind of led you here. The sign with the blue rose. you check in with the leader of the society at the bar, and why don't you all let's kind of role play this out. So you all walk into the room, and he greets you and says, "Oh, well met. Are you done in investigating already? That didn't take but a few hours."
There were some minor complications, but we've
Minor Kellen person. Minor complications. You wouldn't believe some of there's this nasty black gritty goop, and there's like these monsters with fangs, and they have teeth, and they were trying to eat us. And they were eating the orichalcum.
They were what?
yeah, they were eating the orichalcum, and it appears they actually absorbed their powers once because we killed a couple of them, but once we killed them, it appeared the orichalcum just reduced to normal stone.
That's new. This is deeply concerning. We've never heard of creatures absorbing the orichalcum before.
And it also appeared that if we didn't destroy the orichalcum, that it was a never-ending. They were just never. It was a never-ending spawn point.
They kept on coming out of this black. They kept like reconstituting out of the black goop. So we had to blow up the entire crater.
It was a very unpleasant experience.
And what about this substance you speak of? What were you able to bring back a sample?
Not of the substance, but there was something in the center of the crater that we brought back, and I pull
I
out.
brought you an egg.
He looks at it and he seems not very excited about it, and kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, this is just a lumapod egg."
A what?
A lumapod. Have you not seen these new visitors to our star?
Nope.
He begins to kind of shake his head at how ill-informed you all are, and he goes and picks up a notebook and kind of pilfers through it back and forth and finds the right section in the book that has these very nicely drawn illustrations of your egg, and says, "This is a lumapod egg. Lumapods come from the meteors. We don't know where the meteors come from. We just know that these eggs often appear in or around the craters. The creatures inside that will hatch are called lumapods. Um, they kind of look like big slugs, but in about 3 days, they become the size of a gnome. And they're fully intelligent and can speak and can. And it's quite something, but it's not nothing we haven't seen before. We're very well aware of their existence. There's a whole colony of them in Narcosis, and he kind of looks at the two Syrenes in the group and is like, "This is where you're from. You don't know this?"
Yeah, unfortunately there were lots of mosquitoes buzzing around my head, and I kind of forgot.
He kind of shakes your
Wow.
head and is like, "Well, I can't afford another mouth to feed around here. So the Lumapod problem is all yours.
Oh,
I can't handle that right now. I apologize.
you mean we get to keep it? Do they make very good
Yeah.
pets?
Oh God. They're
Just
intelligent
remember,
pets, Dandy.
they only stay in their larva form for 3 days after hatching. Then you have a fully grown person to take care of.
Oh.
Well, you're having my baby right now.
Do they have all sorts? Do they have magical powers?
They do. They're quite something.
I'm just gonna say
And,
this for Eros' sake on stream. I'm like, I knew I was Xander's Omega, but I didn't consider getting pregnant this soon.
Oh my god.
Do you
Oh my
think?
God.
Do you know if they play musical instruments very well?
Oh Lord.
they can be taught to do anything. They're just like you and me.
Maybe I can make a whole band.
Oh Lord, Dandy's gonna make a traveling band.
Oh god.
Maybe we can collect. Maybe on our adventures we can collect all the Lumapod eggs, and I can train them how to play music.
You're gonna train him for the circus, Dandy, and shoot him out of a cannon? Yeah, I'm in there with that one. It's a Golden Girls reference.
Yeah,
Just don't pickle them, Dandy. I don't think they taste good.
yeah.
While you all are having this discussion, Sepper, roll another D100 for me.
Oh God, it's gonna hatch, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna hatch. T100.
It's gonna look at you, Jay, and go, Mama!
Oh God.
I rolled a
Right.
52.
My fucking luck.
Okay. Sepper, as you're having this discussion and you have the egg in your hand, you can feel it kind of tremble, and another small crack appears on the opposite side. No
It's
one else has
hatching.
seen this. So
It's hatching.
I'm like, I think it's starting to hatch.
A baby.
Lord.
he's like, the Ectobar is like, well, the Lumapod situation aside, I feel like this was a really successful mission for you all, and I feel like you earned our trust, and I'd like to entrust you with another mission, but I need to consult with my superiors in the society. This new information you brought to us is extremely valuable, but we need time to calculate and strategize what our next move should be. I wonder if in the meantime you might be able to take a look, or excuse me, if you could find one of our society members. He hasn't checked in yet today, but he's probably still at the market. His name is Karis Bilk. You'll notice him because he's got a single blue rose pinned to his lapel. Should stand out. If you could just bring him back here, and then hopefully by then I will have heard from my superiors, and we can maybe continue investigating this a little bit further, if you, of course, are willing.
Wait, but what's
Sure.
our reward for helping you for the first thing?
We got
Oh,
this
yes,
baby.
yes,
That's
yes.
what we got.
Yes, yes. I apologize. He kind of goes back to a back room and brings out 150 gold to split amongst you. He also has this kind of rolled up cloth, and he kind of unrolls it. And there are several magic items there. There are 4 to choose from. One is I forget what it's called. I have to look it up. I'm sorry. Is a bottle of boundless coffee.
Coffee.
This
Oh,
metal
I like.
bottle carries delicious warm coffee. When the bottle become it won't it continuously produces comfortably warm coffee. And the next one, forgive me, I didn't prepare very well for this.
It's okay, Mark. You've been busy.
I was busy yesterday. The next thing you all find is you find a bundle, if you will, of ammunition +1. These are 10 arrows that, when used, give you +1 to the attack and damage roll made with it. It is magical ammunition. The third item that is in this kind of quick little cache of magical things is a dried leech. It's 3 dried leeches,
Ew.
and they are imbued with animating magic. If you hit a creature with a ranged attack using this type of ammunition, the leech springs to life and sinks its teeth into the target, dealing additional damage. So you have the magical ammunition, you have the leech ammunition, you have the bottle of endless coffee, and finally, you the last bit of equipment offered, and you all can have all of this and to figure out how you would like it to be spent, is a you all find 2 silvered daggers. So silvered weapons score critical hits against creatures that shapeshift. So these are the items that he is giving you as part of your reward. So you each can have one of these items, and you all can decide. So
I would
it's
like the daggers, please, because that's what I use.
okay. You
Aside
can
from,
go ahead and add silver daggers.
okay.
Um,
Mark, I have a question, and I know I have a question because it just popped in my mind.
mhm.
The first thing I popped in mind when you said the boundless coffee, I'm like, does it give you the benefits of a short rest once per long rest without having to take the short rest?
No,
Because
it's
it's
just
coffee, it's
endless.
caffeine, it's just caffeine. You get a
I
caffeine
mean, if
rush.
anything, you might have to roll for anxiety.
You're right. That's a mood.
Roll for coffee jitters. And you know
Coffee
what? Let's
jitters.
let's change it up. I'm feeling like this is better. Instead of the leech ammunition, a storm boomerang. So we've got the endless coffee, the storm boomerang, the ammunition plus 1, 10 arrows, and then wait, what was the first thing?
The coffee.
The silver daggers,
silver
which
dagger.
Jay took.
Yeah.
So we've still got the coffee, the storm boomerang, and the 10 ammunition plus 1. Who would like to claim what?
I would like to
Daggers are
embrace
great.
my inner white girl. I would like the coffee, please.
I knew you would, Tina. I was like, Tina's gonna take that damn coffee and make shit out of it. I know she is.
And I think the boomerang would be fun.
Yeah, I'll take the
Judy gets
arrow.
a boomerang, and Brandon will take the
Okay.
arrows. Wonderful.
Brandon, ammunition plus 1 times 10. Tina, it's the bottle of boundless coffee, I believe. You can add that. And then Dandy, you can add the storm boomerang to your inventory.
And I did the math, by the way, you all. It is 37.5. So if you want to, you can round down. It's 37 gold pieces each.
Let's see if I remember how to do this. So I do manage inventory, add items. Is that what I do?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then under filter, I can put in like storm.
Yeah.
I don't see that one. Storm boots, storm brew.
Don't worry.
I don't see that one. God, I'm an idiot.
Okay. No, it's
No, it's
not
okay.
you. It
No,
might be
it
an
might-
issue on my end.
All right.
Let me add it to your sheet.
Oh, you can do that?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Mark can do that.
You have powers.
He does.
Y'all are rich.
You said 150
Alright.
gold divided by 4.
Yeah, that's 37 gold pieces apiece. I'm at 336 gold pieces. I'm rich.
Let me
It's-
see here. Maybe it's. Let me see where the storm boomerang comes from. What book?
We might have to make changes.
Great.
Okay. No, just go ahead instead and add a plus 1 boomerang.
Okay.
It still gives you plus 1 to your damage and your attack roll. It might be someone else is sharing that with me, and that's why I can't share it with you.
Okay.
I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
Mark, I think you would be very impressed at the moment.
Hmm.
The next time we stream and we're in the desert town, I'm playing Mario Brothers 3 Desert Theme because it seems very fucking appropriate.
I can do that now if we want.
That's what. Yeah, I just didn't have it in me to like do the music and stuff. I just didn't. Last night. I woke up today. I went to bed last night. And I was like, "Oh, I'm fine. It's great." And then I woke up and I was like, "I feel like hell."
All right.
But that's just because we did 12 hours. Well, 12 to 13 hours yesterday.
All right.
Let's
You
see.
all have your reward. You can explore more of the city. You could head to the market. You could try to collect more information about the Lumapod. See what you need to do to take care of it.
Before we walk away, I'm going to ask him, what do they eat, just in case if this thing hatches? Do they eat our food, or do we need something special?
Once they're grown, they can eat about anything, but I don't know exactly what they'd eat.
In their larva form.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't you go ask? Oh, who would know? I think old man Loftus would know who He lives right in that cluster of houses near the town square, right on the west side of the town square. I bet he would have more information about that. You
All
know
right.
what?
I'm glad
He
I.
would. He adopted one of those Lumapod kids.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured it was worth asking because we'd hate to hatch it and then the damn thing starved to death, and then we're horrible parents.
Hmm.
I
Kind of
mean,
gives a
just.
skeptical look like, and then says, well, the jury's still out on that.
Wow.
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 Well, I mean, considering, ugh, I mean, how good of a parent could a bug person be?
Oh, Lord.
Oh my lord.
Ugh.
Lord. Let's go find my old man Jenkins.
I love hanging out with the young people.
Oh, Lord.
You
Yeah,
said the
West.
yeah.
West Side. Let me
Um,
move my character.
here, let me ping
Let me see.
this area right here.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's town square still there after we blowed up every damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to ask you the condition of the town.
Is there
There's
still the crater?
definitely some yeah. There's definitely some evidence that you were there. There's definitely some construction zones, some kind of taped off. People are definitely cleaning up and repairing some of the damage. So as you all kind of traverse the neighborhood, um, one thing you notice as you make your way to Old Man Loftus's house is that there's a lot of kind of like teenage age kids, and they're putting up posters, and the posters all they say is, I just had it. Where is it? Crystal Kart Race. And then it has a date on it. And the date is a week from today. And it's got like this like big like kind of wagon, but it's got orichalcum crystals on either side, and there's like a drawing of it, and it like there's someone kind of driving it, and like kind of reminiscent to what we would think of as a car, and they've got goggles on, and they're like pointing forward and smiling, and you all this kind of piques your interest because you've seen several people put up flyers for this event in town. And as you kind of turn the corner and you come up on this kind of conglomeration of houses, you see an older woman kind of sweeping outside, and you see an older man smoking a pipe out in front. What would you like to do?
Is this one of those howdy neighbor kind of things?
Yeah, basically.
What was the name of the individual we were looking for again?
His name was Loftus.
Loftus. Okay. Excuse me.
The old man and woman look up, and the old woman looks very disgruntled, and it's like, what can I help you with?
Oh, Lord.
I'm looking for someone by the name of Loftus. We have a couple of questions for him.
What if I have a couple questions for you?
Then you may ask him.
Who are you? Why are you looking for my husband?
My name is Azura. These are my companions. We have probably soon to be hatchling. And we understand that you all have also adopted one. We needed to make sure that we were going to take proper care of the youngling.
What kind of youngling? How do you know all this information about me? I think it's just gossip.
we were talking to the leader of the Herbalist Guild down at the bottom, south side of town.
That son of a bitch.
We only
I
ask
love
out
it.
of concern.
By this time, she's looking very disgruntled, and as she opens her mouth to berate you more, the old man steps in and it's like, "Now, mother, there's no need to be hostile." It's like, "Yes, we did adopt a son, and I presume that you are speaking of lumopods and their care. What can I help you with
Zephyr,
specifically?"
you've got the egg, right?
Yes.
Will you show them?
I pull out the egg.
And the old man starts to get excited and smile, and he kind of very gently takes the egg. "Oh, this one's a little larger than our little rascal was," and he kind of examines the cracks and the patterns, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'd give this one no more than a day." And then he feels it kind of wiggle inside and says, "Oh yes, probably by the end of the day."
End of the day.
Oh yeah, it's quite lively, and I haven't seen one quite this big before. It's not abnormally large, but it's definitely larger than Jojo. And then, as soon as he says Jojo, you hear the shutters of the window of the building kind of open up, and then this kind of squid-looking like creature emerges. Has kind of light purple skin and little antenna on its head, big eyes, and these kind of bulbous kind of ears. He's very strange looking to you all, and he opens the shutters very, very dramatically and just like, "Did you call me, Paul? Do you need something, Paul? I'll come help you." And the old man's like, "No, Jojo, just settle down." And he's like, "Well, all right, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing." And then he closes the shutters, and you don't hear anything more. And the old man is like, "Yes, yes, you don't have long. Once it hatches, you only have about 3 days, if you're lucky, before it just kind of transforms overnight, just in a pop. And then there you go. You have yourself a whole new family member to take care of and bring your life full of joy, like me and Rena here." And then the old woman is just looking very bitter and discontent and says, "I don't know if I would call it joy, Papa." And he just kind of gives a glance at her and says, "Well, at least we're not bored, Mother."
Well,
So
is there anything specific that we need to do once it hatches? Any kind of special food, care? I don't remember any of these beings from my studies.
They'll eat practically anything, but when they're little, you gotta kind of give them simple things. Maybe start off with some like leafy greens and something real simple. But then once they just spurt up, they can handle anything. But you gotta kind of be a little delicate with them at the beginning. They're small and you know, they're kind of like jelly. You can just kind of poke them, so you don't want to be give them something too rough. And fiber, you gotta give them a lot of fiber.
I really want to look at Tina and be like, "Did you get the Metamucil bottle ready?"
Oh dear.
Oh, one
Pack them fiber one, but you get that one. You did fiber one bars in the pack that we took with us. I mean,
fruit it is. Fruit it is.
fruit it is.
Simple, sweet, mostly
Fruit.
in
Fruit.
fiber. There you
In
go.
fiber.
Fruit.
Fruit.
All right.
No.
So
Have you all thought of any names yet?
We ain't got that far yet. No.
we literally just picked him up today.
We just
We
picked
don't
him up.
know.
It was in the middle of this crater. Did you find yours in a crater? Or how did you find your son? How did you find him?
We found JoJo about 7 months ago, and we found him already hatched in his larva form in the desert. Now, we suspect that he did come from a crater that fell about a day or two before that. But we found him practically on the brink of death, dehydrated out in the desert. And we brought him into town, nursed him back to health, and then within a couple days,
Oof.
So
strange
he's
thing
not
about
very
this-
old.
He's about 7 months old, but he's fully grown. He can talk.
Can he sing?
We've been.
Oh Lord.
No, he's got a terrible voice.
Ugh.
Terrible.
Oh boy.
But that don't mean your little boy or girl might not be able to sing. They're just like us. They got the potential for everything. We just didn't think singing was too useful out here in the desert. So we had him go out working the mines.
The mines! We're not gonna make... No, ours is not gonna be doing something like that.
Well, to each their own.
Danny, we're gonna
We're gonna spoil this child.
spoil it. Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna be better parents than my parents were to me.
Oh Lord, here we go.
So we're gonna figure out how to take care of this kid. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
We will figure it out in time. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you,
you're
old man.
welcome.
Thank you, old man, and turns to the lady. No, thank you. No thanks to you, lady.
Old man's like, come by anytime. Let us know if you have any questions. And bring the little guy or gal on by and let him hang out with JoJo. He gets awful bored. It's just terrible.
I love how the band in the background is really appropriate for this.
For JoJo.
Yeah, he has a habit about having some impeccable timing. Nothing, dear. Just talking about impeccable banjo timing.
I'm just imagining.
I'm making love to your banjo.
I'm just imagining like this whole thing, and little JoJo's just playing the banjo.
Outside the house on the other end. Wow.
We think it's cute. We think it's cute. He sounds upset about it. It's cute.
He is very upset about it.
Apparently,
He's very-
they think it's very cute.
I'm
think
sorry.
we made it
When I think
worse.
of Colton, I don't think of cute. I think Tina does, but I don't think of cute.
Too much.
If I could just take a picture of this face that he's making right now, it would be
Um,
amazing.
I think I got a good idea. Let me. Where's the Discord at? Hold on.
Welcome to the old Southern people while the banjo's playing. I'm like, yeah, this is appropriate.
I don't know, Drake. I don't know if you're still watching, Drake, but I know you love the banjo sounds. So my friend Drake is like, imagine like my Count Dandelion character is like this like country family. With like grandpa and grandma, like the grandpa has like his teeth like out in like in like a glass of water. With the wheelchair, and then the dog is like really heavy, but he has like these little tiny, he's like this big chunk monster, but like he has like these little tiny wings. It's like,
Hold on. This just makes it that much
oh no. Oh no. He looks so mad. That's like the look that the mother of this NPC, like that's the look that she's given us. And I wish
Great. So, just put Colton in a dress and hand him a broom, and we're ready to go. Sorry.
I'll show the picture. I'll show the picture on my Discord. I'll show it on the stream here. So here you go. Here's the picture, everybody, for the audience, just so you kind of get like. So this is Tina's husband. Like she took a picture of him when he's glaring.
Look at Drake. Woo, Drake. Woo,
Woo, doggy. Woo, doggy.
That's exactly what that says right there. I was thinking of the face that Mr. Garrison made when Cartman told him to suck his balls.
All right, that was pretty.
That's great.
So,
oh Lord,
I think
Okay.
this whole NPC character, like I think this made the session.
we should have Colton come play the NPC characters. What we should do.
It's every
That'd
time
be
we
terrible.
I guess now this like desert town is now like we're like in the south, and I guess everybody plays banjos here in this desert town.
Basically.
And they're gonna
I have
expect us
some
to.
things to tell you after. It'll be great. You're making.
And I bet you this NPC is gonna be asked, like, expecting us to name this, like, this baby, like, Billy Bob or Cooley or something.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I think
All
we've
right.
come down.
So the old woman, she kind of sneers at you, and she says, "Don't expect any more hospitality than you already gotten from me."
And Kellen puts his hand on her shoulder and we'll see about that, and walks off.
Oh Lord.
Remember, he has like
And
freaking.
She just like, she has her broom and she just kind of brushes dust as you walk away. Very passive aggressively.
Very great.
Kellen is just but the funny thing is his charisma is like ridiculous though. Like he can freaking make like this fucking lady like is mad now, but like he'll come
As you guys leave,
Mark,
as you guys
Mark, I
leave, the
did-
old man is like, "Why do you gotta be so ugly, mother?" And he's like, "The only thing that's ugly are those people's faces." And then they start bickering as you leave.
and then Oh, and then oh my god, Drake in the chat goes, Dan Day, we got intruders. Get me my spell book, boy. Oh my god.
Word.
Hilarious.
Alright, Drake.
I didn't know Mark was going to put the entire population of Blythe in this fucking D&D session, but here we are.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mark was going to put his hometown in game. You were going to put your hometown in the game, but okay. That's
Jane
great.
basically called me out and is right.
you put your
I
home
used a screenshot from Google Map to make this town map of my hometown.
I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised?
So it's
Oh, I don't want to be there.
I'm making fun of everybody back home and they don't even know. All right.
I mean, my husband has been literal comic relief at this point.
This session has been just so off the rails.
Right.
It did not go anywhere near what I had planned today, and it's great.
Right.
I love it.
So what I'm hearing is the hero of this the star of this session is Colton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I feel like you two for like starting
With
this
that
whole
look.
like, but also for you too, Mark, for like making this character. Like I feel like I could just spend days like just seeing like JoJo and like the old man just like I could just like spend like time just figuring out like what they're doing like.
Oh God.
All right. You all have got some answers to your Lumapod issue, and
Now we got to go find the person with the blue rose
At the market.
at
at the market.
Where is the market?
All right. Market is on the south side of town. It is over in this direction.
You know, we took the long ass way around. We could have. Oh, okay. So okay, it's in the rich part. Okay. I thought we was. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, it is. So we did. We went all the way under.
I think everyone, once you get over to the market area, let's all make a perception check. Everyone make a perception check.
+8, don't fail me now.
So 1.
Let's see, perception.
That's a 20.
Wait, I want
You
perception.
said perception?
Yes,
Yeah, perception. So Tina got a dirty 20. I got a 17. So
Okay.
I rolled my passive perception.
All right. So Azura and Dorhorn, you two are going to pair up and take the basically from this map, the east side, so the right side of the market. And then Kellen and Sepher, you're going to pair up and you're going to take the left side of the market or the west side of the market. And you all are going to search for the courier. And now what I'd like you all to do as you are searching, I would like you all to make investigation checks, and we're going to take the higher one of your group. So whoever rolls higher in your group, that's the one we're going to use. Okay, so Azura and Dorhorn get a 15.
Oh my god.
Kellen and Zephyr get a 4.
they see clouds. They're seeing clouds up in the sky and not even paying attention what's in them.
Well, he just.
Okay.
I
We're
mean,
we're
Kellen's
gonna
more
start with
concerned with the
Kellen.
mosquitoes. He's more concerned about the mosquitoes. They just keep on bothering
Oh,
him. He's
Lord.
swatting them away, and he's not paying attention to anything.
Okay.
Lord.
So Kellen and Sepher, they find a nice meal stand, and they just sit and have lunch while you two actually eventually find the person.
Oh.
So Sepher and Kellen, you're having lunch, and Azura and Dorhorn, as you're having lunch, or as they're having lunch, you spot the man you're looking for with the purple pin, but he is running from your side of the market toward Kellen and Sepher.
Hey! Wait!
Come back.
Okay. Make
Don't leave me.
do you want to say anything else besides just hey, come back? You want to say like
Anything to tell us anything? Like, do you want...
like how are you saying it? Are you saying it like in an intimidating way, in a persuasive way? How would you?
Well, it'd probably try to be persuasive. If
Yeah,
anything,
like
if we tried to
pleading.
intimidate him, it would probably go bad.
Yeah. Make like as you're trying to get his attention, let's make it a persuasion check to try to get his attention.
Hey, that's not bad.
As he runs, he kind of looks back, and then suddenly he trips over Kellen.
Oh
Wow.
no! Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to eat
Right
my
on
food.
top of him.
Lord.
Oh no. The
Lord,
food flies everywhere. His lunch is ruined.
Oh Lord.
And that is when Azura and Dorhorn realized that they started eating without them.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's another issue for another time. You two, I'm going to have to talk with you.
Oh God.
And then-
those two
and then-
hissy look.
And then Kellen is like, looks at it with his cute little eyes and says, yeah, we'll talk. You know, we had some very important business to talk about with all of this stuff. We'll talk about that later.
Your business associate Benji.
But really, Kellen really wants get the egg from Zephyr. Like that's really why he had lunch with him.
Dandy really wanted to take care of that kid.
So, as you all kind of pick yourselves up off the ground and everyone kind of collects around this person, you see a male hobgoblin, and
Not a hobgoblin.
he has the blue rose pin, and he's also wearing bright pink clothes, and you notice that you can tell he had been crying, tear tracks stream down his face.
Well, Kellen doesn't even though Kellen is kind of cranky, he still doesn't like to see anybody be sad. So he does a little dance for the hobgoblin to kind of lift up his spirits.
Kind of rubs his head and looks up at you and is like, why are you dancing? I don't hear any music.
Don't you hear
Oh,
the
Lord.
music of the crickets, the mosquitoes?
Oh Lord.
Oh no, do I have a head injury and now I can't hear things?
You're fine.
Lord.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry I got my lunch on you. Oh dear, we're gonna have to clean this.
No, let me buy you another meal. It's my fault. I shouldn't have been running through the market.
Why were you running through the market?
Kind of looks around and he's like,
Would you like to have lunch with me and Zephyr?
sure, but then looks back at Azura and is like, what about your other companions?
Oh yeah, they can come too. He kind of glares a little bit at Azura.
Azura's just gonna give him the world's worst. We are going to talk later. Look.
Sure. Nerd.
All right, you all kind of sit down and y'all need to simmer down.
Oh Lord. Not simmer down.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't make me throw you in PvP because I will.
Let's
Oh,
go! I like
no, Lord.
PvP!
Oh God. Not the popcorn bucket fall.
So you all have a meal together, and he explains, what's going on. It's like, it's kind of silly, and I'm sorry to trouble you all with my tardiness, but I have a crush on a girl, but she's with somebody else.
Sorry, I'm all life.
I just ordered her roses and perfume and fresh fruit, and it was supposed to be delivered today, but I just learned of this, and I can't stop the delivery. I've been looking for the courier everywhere. I'm embarrassed and heartbroken, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
I'm not so great with matters of the heart. Uh, well, first, how about we sit, eat a bite, gives a pointed look at Callan, relax for just a minute, and then we'll discuss what we need to. If we can help you, we will try, but I'm not sure if. I'm not sure if I can be of good help with matters of the heart. I have not had
Do you need?
crushes or anything.
Yeah, and I don't think you can sing very well, can you? Does your lover need the
No,
singing telegram?
I don't know. Her heart belongs to another. It's just a wasted effort.
Maybe not, but time will tell.
Perhaps if we could find the courier and stop the delivery, I could at least save some embarrassment.
What is.
But
Do you know the courier's name? Do you know where he might be?
courier's name is Asher. He's got this red ascot thing that he wears. I've been looking for him all over the market, but he must have already made it into the city. She lives in Uptown, but he couldn't have gotten that far by now. I hate to trouble you, but you think we might be able to split up and see if we
Let's
can
split
find
up,
him?
gang.
Very well.
I can continue looking here at the market. If maybe you and your friends could make your way to Uptown and see if you spot him.
Okay.
All right. Well, if I find him, I'll come find you. And if you find him, you come find me. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Let's see if I can at least get myself some embarrassment outside. And he kind of slumps back into the market crowd. He's very pathetic, so don't feel too bad for him.
Oh,
All right. So if you all head up just north from the market, that green area is kind of uptown. So yeah. So as you enter uptown, you notice right away that you're in the more affluent part of town. It is green here. The desert has been transformed into an oasis in this part of town. Ponds with fish adorn fancy houses, and universities and libraries
And
and
no bugs.
bathhouses, no bugs,
Oh, thank goodness.
all surround this area. Uptown is where the money is. It's where the rich people live, but it's also where the university is. It's also where the more um, fancy things like the bathhouse and the other areas that the jeweler and things like that live in this area.
Not the bathhouse.
You can tell too that in this area there are lots of guards. They're not restricting like your access by any means, but you notice that there is some sense of like heightened security in this area as opposed to the other parts of town you visited. Um, but the guards don't seem completely unfriendly. They seem approachable. And then there are also, some people walking about. Um, and why don't you all make
I'll make a quick investigation check.
Okay. Did you fight with your headset again? And all these rolls today have been pretty good.
Not for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was almost a nat 20, but no, it rolled into an 8.
Okay. Can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not working, but it's fine.
with a group check like this, I'm gonna go with like the highest 2. So with an investigation check, you all notice a man fitting that description about 25 feet ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Dandy wants to speak to his manager.
Yep. I guess, yeah, I probably should go. Excuse me, sir.
The courier looks back. He looks at you, and then he looks the opposite direction, and then back at you, and then points at himself, and he's like, "Who, me?"
Yes, you. Can I speak to you for a moment? Kellen bats his
Oh, Lord.
eyes.
Oh, God.
He looks down at the package that he's carrying, and he looks up at you, and he sees you bat your eyes, and he's like, "Sure. What can I do for you?"
Yeah, we kind of have a delicate situation. And we wanted to. The sender is tasking us to ask you to not deliver the package. Do you think
He
that
looks
that'd be
down.
something you would be able to do?
He looks down, and he's like, "You mean this package?" And he holds it out in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Charis just gave this to me, and I don't know you, but maybe I should check with Charis first, or maybe I need to check with the person it's being delivered to.
But
Who are you?
this is a very difficult matter of the love.
Okay, make
But I'm
a
not in.
persuasion check, Dandy.
Okay, because I was about to butt in and be like, the problem is that she's taken, and he just found out about it. You know,
Yeah, but
and he
we're
don't want to
not.
be embarrassed.
We're trying to save face for the guy.
Oh, that's true, but you know, I wouldn't have cared. I'm like, there you go.
And very good. And he's like, he kind of looks at you and he's like, and then it dawns on him. He's like, he realizes what's going on. He's like, oh,
Oh
yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
and
Oh,
you
oh,
know, and this
and
and
that makes sense because by all means, and he hands you the package.
thank you so much. You are. He bats his eyes again. Thank you so much, Mr. Carrier.
Lord.
He kind of like looks down and kind of grabs his hands and he's like, "Oh, you're welcome, sir." And then as he does that, he holds out his hand for a tip.
All right. Well, since you helped us up so much, sir, I'll give you. See, Kellen hands him 5 gold pieces.
Okay, he kind of very like flirtatiously takes the gold from your hands.
There you go. It's in
Like,
general chat.
thank you, kind sir, and kind of bats his eyes too, and then kind of walks away.
Oh, you're very welcome. I hope to see you again sometime. And then Kellen
Oh,
walks
Lord.
away.
God. I love how literally the thing that went through my head was the Home Alone scene.
Yes, that's exactly right. That gif is right. I just not.
All right, let's see.
That's
Let's take a
exactly what happened.
look. Let's see here.
Where is this GIF at?
Yeah, we
In
keep
general,
on like putting it
general.
in different places.
General.
I just keep it in
All
general.
right, and
not
then
general.
it might be kind of small for you all that are watching, but here's what the GIF looks like.
Oh my lord.
Home Alone. Yeah, we're here for tips, not the mosquitoes.
Thank goodness I don't want to deal with the mosquitoes. I kind of like it here. Kellen's like pretty much like I like it up here. There's no I no longer hear the mosquitoes buzzing in my head.
All right. You all have intercepted the courier just in time. And
Time to go back to the market.
Danny don't want to
the
go.
market.
Well,
Takes you a few minutes to find your hobgoblin friend in the crowd, but you eventually find him, and he comes up to you and you're back so soon. Were you able to intercept the package?
Kellen laughs. He's as if he could doubt my abilities.
Oh Lord.
Here's the package. Here is the package back, sir.
He's like, oh, thank you. You saved me a lot of embarrassment, and I'm sorry to trouble you. Can I perhaps offer you some of these in return? And then he holds out 4 healing potions.
Yeah, we'll take those.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, you each can add a healing potion to your inventory. He's like, I'll be sure to check in with the society and let them know that you've completed your task. Um, is there anything that I might be able to help you with?
I think that's actually it, what we needed. So
Do you know anything? Oh, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about lunapods?
Lumapods? Yeah, I think Old Man Loftus's son is a lumapod.
Oh, Oh, Lord, here we go.
Is that the only lumapod that's around here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That's the only lumapod in town that I can think of.
All right. That is all for me. Thank you.
No problem. Um, I will, guess I'll see you all around. He
And
walks off towards the herbalist shop. Or begins to walk, but you all can engage him again.
okay.
Right.
I guess we just follow him back to the herbalist shop.
Okay. He kind of notices you as you kind of move that same direction, decides to just walk with you together, all together, to the herbalist shop, and you all walk in, and he kind of waves goodbye again and heads towards the back and disappears. And then you all are kind of just waiting there. There doesn't seem to be any people, and then um, Ectobar comes out again, and he's like y'all are becoming pretty trustworthy in fulfilling your tasks, and we greatly appreciate that. We know it's not easy to just to work with all this secrecy, and you've definitely proven yourselves to us, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you. Um, we do have another quick, well, maybe not quick, but we do have another mission for you all. But it's going to take a few days to get together. Um, I think it might be wise to stock up on provisions and take some rest before you take this endeavor. So I've arranged for a couple of free rooms at the inn on the east side of town. Um, the finest rooms for our um, our independent contractors. And he kind of grins and says, feel free to put, your dinner and any of your ale purchases on a society tab tonight, and come check in with us in the morning, and we should have a clear plan of action by then.
Boy.
Do y'all have any questions, concerns?
No.
No.
Great. And then he throws a small bag of gold at you, which has about 50 gold, and it's like, this is for helping with Charis. We thank you for bringing him back to us, and hopefully you won't have to rescue him again from his romantic endeavors, and rolls his eyes.
Oh, Lord.
I take it it's not the first time that this has happened then.
He seems like he's like a
I-
Stanley Spornak.
Did you put the FC in this game, Mark? Just saying.
Maybe.
Oh God.
I mean, all of this stuff is based on what Mark knows. So
Well, God.
Yeah, this is definitely not the first time. I know it's not going to be the last.
Oh,
And
Lord.
not that we're against this kind of thing. We're a very open society here in Dunisland, but really doesn't matter, man, woman.
Lumapod.
Lumapod,
Lumapod.
Lord. Lumapod.
He he's just that's the only thing he's really good at is falling in love. I don't know why easier, to be honest, but he serves some purpose.
Wow.
I just hope he doesn't fall in love with me next.
What if he falls in love with the old man that has Lumapod?
You
I
know,
think pissed off Granny will have.
I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
What if he
Oh,
falls
no,
in love with a
it's
pissed off grandma?
That's funny.
He's like, he just kind of shakes his head and he's like, yeah, I could definitely see that happening. He's definitely the type to let someone like that walk all over him. But hopefully that won't be your problem anymore. At least I'll make a concentrated effort not to make it your problem again. But please check in with us in the morning, and please do have a wonderful evening on our expense.
Should be nice.
So will you all head over to the inn/tavern, the very popular tavern chain, the Werebear Tavern?
Where's that?
I am.
They've booked you a room. There's actually 2 locations here. It's a family-owned business, but these particular cousins don't get along, so they gave them one on each end of town. So you will be staying here in this area. You all walk in, and you are immediately greeted by a dwarvish woman who is cleaning goblets. She welcomes you in and asks you if you would like a table or a room. How would you like to respond?
Both, please.
Great. And she looks at the ledger. She looks at you. And she's like, I don't know if I have room for all of you. And she looks down at her ledger again and she tries to figure out what she can do to accommodate all of you.
Hmm.
She says,
If all
I
else
can't.
fails, we can double up, if that would work.
No, we can get separate rooms. By chance, do you have a reservation under another name?
We don't have any reservations. We were sent here from the Short Rest Society.
She kind of looks around. Oh, oh, yes, you do have a reservation. And she brings out this tiny little red book and she opens it up and she's like, yes, you're taken care of. We have you in the system. Uh, Here are your keys. She hands you very shiny silver key. Your rooms are on the 3rd floor. There are only 4 rooms on the 3rd floor. You have the whole floor to yourselves. Please come down. We'll be switching over to our dinner menu in about 30 minutes. And I see that all your expenses are already been paid for by the society. So just let me know if there's anything I can do to, make your stay more comfortable. If you need, an esthetician, anything, just let me know how I can serve you. And she kind of bows and kind of warily looks up.
I want to look at it and be like, does it look like they're scared to death of these people?
Yes.
Please don't hesitate to
Oh,
reach out to me. My, your satisfaction, your pleasure at my establishment is all on me. Please just come directly to me and let me know if there's anything I can do.
Thank you.
This makes me have more questions than answers, kind of thing. But okay.
Yeah, same.
Kellen
Right, so
looks
you all
Kellen looks at his
Right.
sharp red nails. You know, I could use a manicure.
Oh Lord, here we
Oh
go.
my god.
by all
Hey,
means.
Dandy does want to be pampered. Let Dandy be pampered.
He's tired of being in this Kellen's tired of being in this godforsaken desert. Like, this is the first time he can actually, like, relax during this whole adventure so far.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
Yes. Let me call our esthetician right away. They will be able to help you with your nails, your toes, all paid for, of course.
Oh, thank you so much, lady. You know, I wish there was more helpful people like you in this world.
Well, it's my pleasure to serve you, sir. And she kind of motions you towards her and kind of motions back at a back room where where the esthetician is, who will actually help you with your nails and do all your things.
All right. And Kellen graciously walks through into the back room. He's wondering why no one else wants to get their nails done. Do they want to have ugly nails for this adventure?
Azura just shakes her head, just rolls her eyes. Ugh.
The dwarvish woman is like, and you, miss, would you like an esthetician too?
No, thank you.
But they're paying for it and you really could use it.
Don't make me look at you in this tone of voice, Danny. She just kind of looks at Kellen and just gives him the go fuck yourself look.
Oh shit.
Remember, I could use vicious mockery.
She's not going to care at this point. You pissed her off.
Well, you pissed off Kellen by like not wanting to be your best.
I holds up her hands, which are nice and clean, and her nails are fine. Don't need help at the moment. Thank you.
Oh no, dear, we wouldn't presume you need anything. But your friend brings up a good point. Sometimes we have wants. You can want things, dear. You should treat yourself.
Maybe later. A nice meal and a bath would be wonderful, but that's all I will ask for.
Let me send someone up to draw you a bath, dear. It would be my pleasure.
Thank you.
And she claps, and out pops the little worker, and he's like, right away, miss, and goes right up and begins to get your bath coordinated.
Follows her upstairs.
All right. And what about you two dears? And she points to Doorhorn and Zephyr.
A bath would not be that bad.
Yeah, bath sounds nice too.
Would that be one bath or two, dear?
Two.
Oh, well, I just presumed.
Oh Lord.
Well, no worry. Two more people pop out of the back, and they usher you up to your baths. Zephyr,
Yeah.
Where is the egg
Uh
while you're taking a bath?
I have it. I have it within eyesight of me, so I kind of have it. How does the bathroom? Well, I don't know how the bathroom looks, but it's like I don't have it on the counter. I just kind of have it on the kind of wrapped up on the ground within like eyesight of me, in case it hatches. It doesn't.
Okay. Um, roll a D100 for me.
D100.
Oh,
86.
86.
All right. As you finish up with your bath and you're drying off and, dressing and things like that, you look down at the egg and there's a huge hole in it. As you rush around and look around, you see the cutest little slug thing you have ever seen. And inside of the slug, its purple jellied mass, is flickering rainbow colored lights just on and off. And it almost mesmerizes you. And what would you like to do with your newly hatched lumapod? Would you like to pick it up? Would you like to pet it on its head? What would you like to do to secure it? Describe it.
Um, I would like to. It's kind of gelatinous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of sticky and kind of slimy like a slug would be, but it's not like totally gross. It's like super cute, so you almost don't even mind that it's kind of like squishy and slimy.
Um, I pat on its head, and I pick it up to kind of coddle it.
The little antenna instantly on its head like get extra long, like they're stretching, and they kind of like feel your hand and then just kind of like just like trying to like understand like what you are, but they're very friendly and they seem to really like you. They don't seem to be afraid. They're very curious of you. And I imagine it would kind of maybe like start to crawl on the top of your hand and stick to your arm, but maybe nestle itself somewhere where it felt secure, kind of on your arm. And um, I would imagine by this point, everyone would have their baths and their things done, and you would all gather for dinner. And I would imagine Zephyr running down the stairs very excitedly with his new friend. And how might that play out? Describe to us like how you introduced this lumapod larvae to your friends.
Oh boy.
I rush down the stairs. How many people is like around? Is it just the four of us, or is there like other people?
Yeah, let's say there's several people in the tavern, but you spot everyone in kind of like a quiet corner off away from everyone else, and they've already started doing a little drinking and they're chatting about just the adventure so far, and you kind of head towards them through the other tables in the tavern and the other patrons.
So I'm gonna kind of casually just walk up to the table, and I look at Azura and I'm like, um, you might need to start cooking.
Huh?
And I show her the Lumapod. It hatched.
She has a moment of confusion. It's one of those things. Oh! Oh! Takes out one of the good berries. Kind of takes put out like some of the silverware. She's smush, 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 smush. Holds it out in a spoon. Here, try this for now.
Kind of examines it. Looks like the antenna is almost trying to smell it or something, and then all of a sudden you just see it like amorphous mouth just like engulf the mashed up berry, and looks very satisfied. Since you used a good berry, that creature doesn't need to be fed for a whole day.
Cool.
Wow. Okay, cool. The good berry was enough. Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. May I take your order?
1 cheeseburger, please.
The good berry burger.
There's a good berry burger. Yeah, right.
I'll take the berry burger with the berry fries and the berry drink.
Oh.
Now,
And you
I
can't forget
really
the berry
want to.
cheese.
Oh no.
No, I don't do the berry.
I do want to. I do want a berry. I do want a berry drink though. That sounds delicious.
Oh god. Okay, so now it's hatched. What are we gonna call it? Do we know if it's male or female? Is there a way to tell?
Nope.
What's a good gender neutral name for right now?
Pat.
Pat.
Charlie.
Pat.
Ooh, Charlie?
Really?
I gotta think about what are some.
Hold on. We have the power of the interwebs that are good at our fingertip.
Oh yeah.
Also, Sushi said that she was glad that Pride went good yesterday. She's currently live, and I told her we're playing D&D.
Well, there's Sage, Alex, River, Riley, Quinn, Charlie, Harper, Jesse,
Arlo.
Oh no, that's not calling that. That's going to be really fucking funny.
Call him what?
Arlo.
Oh god.
Cause Arlo and fucking Curzon's FC Arlo, that'd be fucking funny.
It's up to you all. I'll come to a consensus.
Or we could name them Harper, and they can fulfill their musical destiny.
Oh Lord. I mean,
what color was this little creature again?
purple, I
Kind of
think.
purple, but there's flashing bioluminescent light kind of flashing in its center in its nucleus.
Just call it Amore.
Amore.
Like Amorphous.
Or
Amore, which is precious, I think, if memory serves right. We'll find out because I'm gonna not misspeak that.
Amore.
Yeah, it's an intense feeling of affection for a person or passion.
Amore.
Amore. All right.
I like it.
Very nice. Very good. So with that, you all have a wonderful dinner. It's a big roast. Big old roast. You've got some potatoes, some carrots,
No,
They got a
ma'am.
little like side plate of like chilies if people want a little bit of spicy. There's like there's also like a little salad, little like side salad, which is really fancy for the desert. So they really like pulled out all the stops for this meal. And
We're having roast
yeah,
beast.
and you all have as much ale as you want, and you can dance the night away, Kellen. And eventually, in all of your drunken stupors, you find your way back to your bedrooms, and you make a long rest. And I think that's where we will end the session for today.
That's what I